Assalamu alaikum. I am IRFAN ASHRAF from Uswa College, Islamabad. Belong to Biology department, and I am talking to ninth class today. This is my first lecture to ninth class, lecture number 1. If you don't know my face, because some students are promoted from 8th to ninth class, so they wanted to see me. So you can see my picture here. So I hope you will identify me, who I am. And today I will deliver you first lecture on first chapter. So we will start first chapter today. The first chapter is, you can see a slide is visible to you. If you are watching the screen, the slide is visible to you. The chapter number 1, Introduction to Biology. And in this chapter, the informations which are given, these are general informations. These are general informations, mean definitions of some branches, some professional fields, but that is very necessary. If you want to become microbiologist, if you want to become doctor, if you want to select any field of bio, so this is the best chapter in the future. So this is the best chapter. You will have knowledge how many type of branches of biology in the professional field are there. Currently in coronavirus crisis, the microbiologists are given more importance, because each country is hiring the top microbiologist, because microbiologists study viruses and the bacteria, microorganism. I will define the microorganism. The microorganisms are the organisms which are visible by the microscope only. And if you are going to see the viruses and the bacteria, you are unable to see by naked eye, by normal eye you cannot see, so you will use that microscope. So microscope picture is visible to you. I will show you when classes will start in the laboratory as well. So we go back to once again the chapter number 1, branches of biology, which is belong to chapter number 1. This is my lecture first. So you please note these all informations, because in the coming sessions I will talk in reference to these, so everything will be in a sequence. So branches of biology is my topic today. So I am speaking to ninth class, to ninth grade. Go back to some important branches of biology. So you can see, students, dear students, you can see the very important some branches of biology: paleontology, genetics, inheritance, morphology, if you can see me, morphology, and anatomy, histology. One by one I will discuss these branches in detail, but before that I would like to show you some informations more about the branches of the biology. You can see the major 2 branches that is visible in your screen, that is zoology and the botany. If you see about the zoology, that is the study of animals, is called as a zoology, and the study of the plant is called botany. So biology basically divided into 2 major branches. One is zoology, one is a botany. So step by step I am giving you information. Zoology is the study of animals. When you will study the animal, it means you are studying the branch of the bio, which is the zoology, ZOOLOGY, visible to you. Similarly, if you are studying plants, so you are studying the botany, BOTANY. Very significant field, as I already mentioned, that is microbiology. So if you are the person in the current field, the current scenario, the virus is causing the disease. The virus is a microorganism. So viruses and the bacteria, they both affect the humans adversely, and microbiologists basically study the bacteria and the viruses. So if you want to become the virus specialist and the bacteria specialist in the future, you have to become the microbiologist, and which is I already told you, the high in demand in the current season. Reason is that because coronavirus study is going to be very important for the world. And DNA I will explain the DNA of the coronavirus. I will explain you in the later, because you are in the junior class. So microbiology, once again I will define, the study of microorganism is called the microbiology. And you will, students, you will listen that this definition written in your book is in reference to bacteria. If you see this definition, the definition written, the study of microorganism, example is given bacteria. I will add example. The virus is the part of the microorganism. Microorganisms uh, never related with the bacteria only. Each thing which is visible by microscope, that is called as a microorganism. And I will give you two examples, and I will add in the future in these bacteria and the viruses, the both belong to microorganism. So gentlemen, once again I will give you information. If you want to become high profile professional person in the future, so this is best battlefield. In the current scenario, you will be hired by other countries as well. Go back to the some branches here. Genetics, genetics. You are watching the spelling, the genetics, of course. Now if you see the genetics definition is that study of genes. What are the genes? This is a question because you just in the junior class, what are the genes? I have to give you information. Genes are the part of the DNA. Now question is, where is the DNA? DNA is in the nucleus. Mean in your cell. Something you will get in the coming chapter. So information which I am giving you, you have to go through, and remaining informations about the terminologies you will get in the coming chapters. So only thing which I will tell you now you will remember, but which thing I am telling you, the genes control characters. The genes control characters. And where are the genes situated? The genes are situated in the DNA. If you will see if you will see your difference with your brothers, if you will see your difference with the father, if you will see your difference with the other individuals, it means you are different due to having different genes. So if you have same genes, you look like same, you are cloned. So you are not cloned. Allah Ta'ala created each individual, each animal. Humans, they are different. Even brothers are different. Even in one family, brother and sisters are different. Reason, some characters are resembling and some characters are not resembling. The characters which are resembling, they are shifted from the parent to the offspring. Such characters which are shifted from the parent to the offspring, some characters which are shifted from the parent to the offspring mean kids, sons and daughters. These characters are called hereditary characters. I am talking about inheritance. You can see where inheritance is written, just under genetics you are watching inheritance. So inheritance is the branch of bio in which you study the characters from the parent to the offspring. What is genetics? The genetics is the study of the genes which are situated in the DNA, and we are different from each other because we have different genes. We have different characters because we have different genes. At the top of the sheet you are watching the paleontology. The spelling is written Paelentology, the paleontology. Achha, this is important to note that some animals and the plants die. Their dead remains, they are dead remains after decomposition. When they die, their dead remains is called fossils. FOSSILS. I will repeat the spelling, students. Fossils, FOSSILS. Fossils mean dead bodies which remain for many years. And if you are going to investigate any dead body, plants or animals, so it means you are studying the paleontology. These dead bodies, plants and animals, collectively called as a fossils. So you are going to analyze the fossils. Reason about the fossils is that you are going to study the animals and the plants of the past era, back the years, in the back years, they were present in the back years. Then you are going to compare those animals and the plants with the animal and plants living in the current era, in the reign in which we are living. Then you are able to know that what was the habitat of those animals and what were the habitat of the current animals. So therefore, if you want to know even about viruses also, so you will try to understand the viruses which were having 5 years back. Study of fossils is called paleontology. Simple, I will explain once again. You need to understand in a simple way because you are just going to start. In the coming sessions, I will keep giving you these informations again and again because I will not finish any information. Information will continue until last day, until last lecture. Study of dead plants and the dead animals, which is called collectively fossils, is called paleontology. Now if you see in this slide, I am magnifying, you can see morphology written at the center of your screen, visible to you, morphology. So what is the morphology, students? The morphology is you have some external characters and internal characters, mean some organs which are visible to us, your organs which are visible to us, like eye is visible to me, your eyes are visible to me, but some organs are not visible to me. Which organs are not visible to me? Your stomach is not visible to me, your kidney is not visible to me, your lungs are not visible to me. Those organs which are not visible to me, those organs are called internal organs, and those organs which are visible to you, those are called external organs. So external organs study. Ear is your external organ. If you are watching, ear is external organ. This hand, if you are watching my fingers, these fingers are moving, it means these are external organs, you can see. But I can't see the function of the heart. I can't see the function of the I can't see the function of the kidney. I can't see the function of the stomach. I can't see the function of the esophagus. Reason, because those are organs which are situated in your body. I am talking about these two terminologies if you are watching morphology and anatomy. When you will study internal structures, mean I told you already, stomach, heart, lungs, brain, internal structures which is present in your body, that is called anatomy. And if you are studying external characters like this one, morphology, external characters, external organs which is visible to you, that is called as morphology. So branch of the bio, when you will study external structures, that is called morphology, visible to you now. And when you will study internal structure, that is called as anatomy. That is called anatomy. Here an important term comes, histology. What is the histology? Students, you are composed of cells because you are the living things. The living things are composed of the cells. And cells present not only humans, they are present in the all living thing, including plants and the animals. So your composed material is the cell. And cells occur in your body in a combined way. Combined way mean some cells will combine to form stomach, some cells will combine to form brain, some cells will combine to form heart, some cells will combine to form leaf. So these cells are unit of the body, but technically they combine to form anything. So if you are combining some cells, in your body some cells are combined, this is called tissue. So if you are confused between tissue and the cell, they are same. Just think they are same because there is no difference. Because collection of the cells is called the tissue. Collection of the cell is called tissue. Better you write this definition. If you have pen and copy in your hand, better you should write. The collection of the cell is called the tissue. And the tissue study, when you will study tissues, that is called histology. This is very important because if you want to analyze any disease in the human, you are going to doctor, what the doctor will say to you? The doctor will say to you, give me your tissue. I want to test, because they will remove some tissues from your body. Maybe they do test what is the error in the body. So tissues mean the cells, many cells combined to form the tissues. I'm not talking about the single cell. Many cells combine to form the cells, tissue. Many cells combine to form the tissue. Students, tissue means cell. It means when you are studying cells in a collective manner, in a combined manner, in a tissue manner, that is called histology, visible to you now. I go back to cell biology. This is very easy because you are studying one cell. Single cell you are studying, that is the cell biology. The question is, when you will study one cell, which thing you will study? Yes, You will study many structures present in the cell. You will study many structures present in the cell. Look here, the names are written in this definition, visible to you. Look here, which name they have given in your book. Yes, organelles. This term organelles. Cell organelles is written. Inside the cell, organelles are present. Inside the cell, organelles are present, and these organelles are the structures present inside the cell, and they do different function, and you will study in full chapter these organelles in the coming sessions. What are the main organelles? I will speak only two today, and you will remember. One is a nucleus, which is the organelle in the cell, and one is another one, ribosome. So two organelles I am telling you, nucleus and ribosome. There are many, and you will study full chapter. It means cell consists of many structures inside, and these all structures collectively called as organelles. And these organelles, spelling, I am speaking the spelling once again, organelles. These organelles which are present in the cell, in the body. These organelles, when you will study, you are studying cell biology. Now another important term, molecular biology. You will see this thing, molecular biology is also called biochemistry. This is quite confusing. Where is the chemistry? Because you are studying biology. I will tell you, students, if you are going to study biology, you have to be expert in the chemistry as well. Because all type of chemical reactions present in the living thing, in your body, in your cell, lot of chemical reactions takes place. And these chemical reactions mean reactants, changes to product. These chemical reactions in the living thing is called metabolism. Metabolism. Write the spelling. I am speaking metabolism. I am explaining this molecular biology definition, which is also called biochemistry. I speak the term metabolism. 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 So metabolism is the living reactions, the chemical reactions taking part in the cell. It means that inside the cell, many chemical reactions takes place. I will speak only one. I will give you one example only. Now, currently, glucose react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and the water, and energy is released, which is called respiration. So, main work of the cell to produce energy, main work of the cell to do respiration. What is respiration? In which energy is produced? What is the definition of respiration inside the cell? Glucose, which is present in your cell, that will go to react with oxygen, and it will release carbon dioxide, and it will release energy, and that energy will be used for your activities. This, if you are talking about biochemistry, what is the biochemistry? Study of chemical reactions in the cell, study of metabolism in the cell. I told you the reaction glucose plus oxygen, it means I am studying the chemical reactions inside the cell. So I am studying the biochemistry. I am studying the molecular biology. Reason, because if you will study the chemical reactions in the cell, that is called the biochemistry. That is called as a molecular biology. Now if you will see these molecules, look here, protein, carbohydrates. Protein, carbohydrates. These are the large molecules. These are the large molecules. It means there are some large molecules in the cell, and there are some small molecules in the cell. Some large molecules in the cell and some small molecules in the cell. These molecules which are large, once again the large molecule protein, I will give a name to these large molecules later on. You will be confused in the next chapters. I am specifically naming these large molecules. Now I am just speaking large molecule. So these are large molecule, and look here, small molecule. Water is small molecule. When you will study large molecules, small molecules inside the cell, when you will study, it means which thing you are studying? Molecular biology, because you are studying the molecules. and their chemical reaction. When their chemical reaction mean the molecular biology, the molecules which are present in the cell there, they will combine with each other, they will form the product. It mean you are studying the biochemistry. You are studying the biochemistry. So this is the actual meaning of this term which I explained. So students, current in the current media news, you are just getting a news about the coronavirus. So this is the field, gentlemen. If you could have been the microbiologist today, you would be in a high demand, and I wish you also think about the future fields. So these are cell biology, physiology. I did not tell you. Look here, physiology. Your PHYSIOLOGY, physiology. You can see physiology. Physiology, students, is the branch which deal with the function of external organs. Now you will not combine this definition with morphology. Morphology is a different. You will study external structure. You will study external structure, study of external structure. That is, study of external structure is called as morphology. You are not studying the function of. You are not studying the function of external structures. When you will study function of external structure, that is called as physiology. So I will explain these two definitions in the sequence wise. Study of external structure is called morphology. Study of function of external structure is called physiology. My eyes, you are watching. Now I will blink the eyes. These are my external structures. Now there I am blinking. So you are noting my eyes are blinking. So you are studying my blinking of eye. You are studying the function of my external organ. That is the physiology. These are my fingers. I am moving my fingers. These are my external organs. And when you are moving, you are watching how I am moving my fingers. You are studying function of my external organ. That is called the physiology. If you are studying structure of eye, this is important. If you are studying structure of eye, how this eye consists, you are not studying the function of the eye. You are studying the structure of the eye. That is called as morphology. That is called as a morphology. So function of external organ is called as a physiology, and the structure of external organ is called as a morphology. So I think today we discussed a lot, and but one thing I will tell you, students, you have to make notes of these definitions in your own language, and you have to recall this. Reason is that I am telling you, my lectures will be repeated again and again. These informations I will not stop. I am going to discuss with you even in the classroom in the form of the question, answers, discussion. So you are going to be at the top all the time. So therefore, my sons, these informations, if you will remember now, will be very useful in the coming lectures. Hope you are fine, and keep it up, and we'll see you in the next lecture.